How's it going, everybody? Hope everyone... Alright, today seems to be a bitch day for OBS, so good stuff. How's it going, everybody? My name is Relikai. I am going to be playing a video game on the internet today, and that video game is going to be Genshin Impact. I got my whole dumb intro all messed up because of OBS. Thanks for that. So, yeah, all the important information is there anyway. Name's Relikai, playing a video game. It's Genshin, so we're doing all right. I hope everyone is having themselves a fantastic Sunday today. If you're watching this live, or if you're watching it at some point in the future, hope whatever day it is going well for you as well. I've actually got myself some tea here, which I am sipping on. So excuse me. Yeah. We're having some cozy times here tonight. Yes, sir. Hey, what's happening, Juice and Vic? Hope y'all are having yourselves a good night tonight. How's it going? What are you guys up to? Appreciate y'all stopping by. Yeah, so actually got some tea, which I haven't been drinking a whole lot of tea recently, but I got some for my birthday, so yeah, been drinking it recently. It's all non-caffeinated, so you know, it gives me something to sip on at night so that I'm not being kept up all night because of the tea caffeine coursing through my veins. Just playing Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, all right then. It's retro night over at Vic's. Good stuff. Good stuff. So low-key, I've been getting deep into my Persona obsession again. Getting into Persona 3 Reload, it took a little bit because of just how different the game feels compared to the PS2 Persona 3 that I always had in my mind. But a lot of the more substantial changes and the changes that I'm actually interested in are starting to make themselves known in the game, and so I'm starting to really enjoy it. Which new mechanics? Well, you got like new battle mechanics. You got like this battle equipment that allows each character to have like their own individual like super move, which is pretty cool. And the way you build up like the meter, the meter for when you can pull it off is different for each character, so it encourages you to kind of play into that particular character's like strengths, or to utilize different move sets that you might normally maybe not use all that often because you've got like a specific play style and you just do that. So it encourages a little bit more variety and experimentation, I suppose, in battle, which is pretty cool. But one of the new implementations that I'm actually really liking is the fact that they implement all these different things that you can do around the dorm that all the party members live in, where you can spend time with different members of your team. So, you can like cook food with them in the kitchen. You can study with them up on like the 3rd floor. You can watch a movie with them on the TV in the lounge area, and it makes it so that the whole group feels more like a friend. They actually feel close. They actually feel like friends, which is a huge aspect of why I liked Persona 4 a lot more than Persona 3. Because in the original Persona 3, everyone felt more like co-workers than friends. They were a team, they were a unit, but again, they felt more like co-workers rather than an actual friend group. So, when there were moments where it was supposed to be like, oh, we're such good friends, or we really care about each other and all that sort of stuff, it just felt kind of hollow to me. So I like that already. they're planting the seeds of just the characters spending more time, more quality personal time with one another to really sort of make it feel like they're actual friends. So yeah, I'm really starting to get into it a whole lot more. I still feel like the whole revamping of the way the game plays or the way the story progresses makes it feel like it's going a little too fast, but at the same time, like, I don't know how much extra shit they might have actually pumped into the story, so there might be a whole lot more than just what I remember from the PlayStation 2 version. So we'll see. Maybe it'll be like it'll take even longer than the original game, but yeah. So I'm definitely starting to feel it now. So I'm having a whole lot of fun with Persona 3 Reload. All right, but we went ahead, had our little pre-game chat. So let's go ahead and get the game started here. So as you can tell from the thumbnail, I did in fact get Mama Bird. So I've been trying to build her up, which is, you know, when you get new characters and they need like new ascension materials that you don't have, it's always a slow grind to make it happen. But you know what? Mama Bird is worth it, I suppose. Glad you're having fun with it. I am too. I didn't really have a whole lot of expectations because, like, I'll be honest, while Persona 5 was good, a lot of aspects of it, at least the vanilla version, was not the biggest fan of how it went about doing things. Granted, Persona 5 Royal probably fixed all those issues, but I haven't finished Persona 5 Royal, and it's been a long while since that game came out. But it seems like the criticisms that I had of the vanilla version of Persona 5 have been alleviated, at least so far, in Persona 3 Reload. So yeah, it's starting to pick up and catch for me now. All right, let me go ahead, kill the BGM, and we'll get the sound over here, and let's come over here. All right, where are we at? Come on, OBS. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, so here she is. She's not entirely built up yet. Oh, and I like this. I like this here. I like that she has a little popcorn maker, because I fucking love popcorn so much. So the fact that she invented herself a popcorn maker is very nice. She's fine. Yeah.
If you are presently unoccupied, perhaps we could stop a while at one's abode for some repose and conversation.
Mom wants us to go to her house to just talk. It's so cute. And yeah, she's just Bayonetta, essentially. And yeah, it's oh, and she's making some more popcorn. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And she basically operates as a... It's difficult to call her a discount Jean because they're both 5 stars, but if you don't have Jean, apparently if you want that like instantaneous party-wide healing, she can do that, which is something that I've needed for my Farina team, which is why she's on here. Because the healer I originally had was Kokomi, and Kokomi does fine, but yeah, with the amount of HP that Farina drains, you really want like just like a panic button, like healing now. So it's good to have that. I haven't leveled her all the way. She's only at 80 right now. But you know, I've done what I can. I've given her the Oath Sworn Eye, which is apparently good for her. I've given her the VV set, which helps her, you know, helps her being an off-field support. And then her talents right now, I've only got her 661, but you know, I have to wait for the fucking whale. So yeah, we gotta wait around for a little bit. What element is she? Yeah, she's Animo. So Animo, Catalyst, and yeah. So and I think I just got all of her passives as well. Yeah, and she turns like every character into Shao. So like if you ever wanted to do the Shao plunging meta, but you didn't have Shao, now she just turns every character into Shao. So it's good stuff. Whale grinding, exactly. So yeah,
and all things are made new.
and she can also do this, which is a whole lot of fun. Helps a whole lot with traversal, I can tell you that much. But then during battle it does this whole thing, which is pretty sick. All right. Oh, hello there. So yeah, she's actually a lot of fun to use. I've been enjoying my time with Mama Bird, that's for sure. But all right, so what have we got going on? Well, we've got Lantern Rite going on, which I haven't been engaging with at all, because I kind of wanted to, you know, get to it on stream. So I guess we'll be doing that. Oh, and speaking of, I did get Ganyu's new skin. I mean, I had to, you know. It's so nice. It's very, very pretty. I really like it. We get bare Ganyu legs, which is good civilization, even though, you know, Ganyu's OG outfit is and always has been and always will be amazing. But, you know, it's nice to have a little bit of a different flavoring going on. Here's the thing though, Ganyu looks great, but I will say Shenhe's outfit is just on like a different level, man. It looks so good. But the thing is that I don't have Shenhe, so it's you know, which is also disappointing. But I mean, just like, man, it's just very, very good. I mean, it's like the classic, what are these dresses called? Changsam? I think that's what they're called, something like that. But you know, the Chinese dress. The Chinese dress is always gonna be very, very good civilization. Oh my god. Like, looking at it closer, it's actually just even better than you realize. It's just yeah, I'm just missing, you know, the character to put it on, unfortunately. So yeah. Here's the thing though, I've got to point out the sleeves, the just sleeves, it's goofy as fuck. Like the sleeves are attached to nothing. So it's very silly. I don't know if again that's a China thing where they're like, no bare elbows or something, because this isn't the only time they've done something like this. I mean, with like with Ganyu's default outfit too, they did that. Like her like, look at these. This is the OG. These sleeves are attached to nothing. Where? What? They're like long gloves or something. It's so silly, and it's the exact same thing with her new outfit. She just has sleeves. Hey, hold on. Does any woman in this game have bare does anyone have just bare, like, completely bare arms? No. No. Okay. Yelan. Yelan's got a bare arm. Interesting. Just one, though. Just one. That's all they're willing to give us. Oh, Yoimiya does too. You kind of can't tell because of her sick ink. But okay. Well, then I don't understand. I don't understand what the thing is with the sleeves. The sleeves to nowhere. It's so bizarre. Oh well. Anyway. Okay. Let's go to Lanternrite. Let's do it. Let's see what shenanigans we can get up to. I gotta get to sipping my tea. It's gonna get cold. And I will tell you, cold tea and cold coffee, you know, that was originally hot. That's like one of the worst things ever. That's why I always tend to like drink my tea or my coffee like too quickly, because I don't want them to get cold. Because the worst thing is always like the very last sip, where there's no more like heat that it can like you know, be insulated by. So it's just a cold gulp right at the end, and you just have to like go like ugh. So okay.
The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound
Let's
to convey
whoa
in a
boy.
few
Hold on there, Mom. All right, let's get to it.
Coaching and Charlotte.
Hey yo.
I never thought she'd see you two together.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Hey, Kutching. I'm sorry that nobody acknowledges you. You're a very good girl, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
That sounded very, very passive-aggressive, Charlotte. Oh, not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything like that.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And it seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's Lanternrite is kites.
I like kites. Kites are dope.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Oh, I just immediately thought of Starlight Glimmer, where she's like, I like kites.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that Lanternrite should change in turn.
Uh-huh. I mean, you guys are the only ones. You guys are the only ones that get any kind of annual love, so, you know, you would hope it would be substantial every time.
The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade.
By the way, I did actually look up that, or I don't know if I looked it up or I might have just in passing kind of found out about it, but the whole thing with, I guess, like some, I think it was like South Korean like fans who were like really shitting on like I guess all the male characters like looking like K-pop stars or whatever. So I found out a little bit more about stuff like that, and I found out what I found out. I've come to find out over the past like month or two. South Korea is kind of awful, like socially speaking. Like South Korean like misogyny is just like, it's whack over there. Like, holy shit. Like, god damn. Like America in the 1960s would look at South Korea and be like, damn, bro, you on some misogyny right now, dude. So it's not good. Like, they're like this close to making it illegal to like be a woman, basically. And yeah, I found out that like when Scaramouche got made into a playable character, like they were pissed. Like South Korean dudes who play the game were so mad about Scaramouche. They tried so hard to get to like muscle MiHoYo into like getting rid of him and apologizing and saying that like the only reason he exists is to cater to like feminists and demanding to know like who designed him and that like they're definitely a feminist woman and she needs to be fired, which is apparently this is a pattern of behavior for Korean men, especially Korean gotcha game playing men. Anytime they see something in a video game where it seems like the studio's trying to be feminist, they'll immediately go on a witch hunt trying to find any woman who works at the game studio and demand that they get fired. And if they don't get fired, then they will like protest in front of their game studio. They will invade their studio building with like these ultimatums saying like, these are our demands, you must meet them. They are fucking nuts. It's insane. Need to read into that when I get a chance. I'm so used to the West drama that I overlooked the Eastern drama. That sounds interesting. You never knew that about Scaramouche. Yeah, it was kind of nuts. And like it's, yeah, apparently like misogyny in South Korea is like on a whole different level than even America. It's wild. And here's the thing, the game studios every time, if they're a Korean game studio, they will always give in to the players, and they'll fire whoever they want them to fire. They'll like apologize and come out and say, we deeply sincerely regret that we have offended our player base and whatnot. It's nuts. But that's why, like, because MiHoYo is a Chinese developer in Shanghai, when the South Korean dudes tried to like get them to cater to their whims, MiHoYo was like, who are you? What? Whatever, I don't care. Because we all know MiHoYo does not care what any player base thinks unless it's the Chinese player base. So since the Chinese are okay with them, they were like, okay, whatever, bros. And like these fucking dudes, they paid to have a blimp fly over the Hoyoverse studio building and like have like this sign on the side that like demanded that like they you know do whatever the fuck they wanted them to do. But the blimp was like so, like, it wasn't that big, and the sign was even smaller, so all you could really see from the ground was just the Hoyoverse logo. So everyone just thought that it was like, it was an advertisement for Hoyoverse. Oh my god, they look so silly. Oh, they look so dumb. And they scrounged up like $12,000 or something for this stunt, and all people thought about it was that it was advertising for the game studio that they were trying to like get to buckle the knee to their demands. It's so hilarious. Someone smashed their PS4 in front of MiHoYo developers when Genshin first started in protest. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, even the Chinese, even China is apparently more socially progressive than South Korea, which is kind of whack. Like, that's, like, you have to be really bad to make both China and Japan look like the paragons of wokeness. It's pretty nuts. But it's like, here's the thing. It does stem from a place of, you know, very like like there's a whole history about this, man. Like there's this YouTube channel that I follow called Moon Channel, and it's run by this guy who is an actual lawyer, but he also like really loves games, and so he'll talk about things that like involve like video games and legal stuff. But he's also started like branching out more and more into like, you know, social and cultural analysis, particularly when it comes to, you know, video games produced by Asian developers. And he had like these 2 videos, which combined were maybe like 2.5 hours long, about this whole debacle of South Korean men who play gacha games, and like this whole fucking rabbit hole. But he went into like South Korean history and how South Korea came to be a country, and what expectations like South Korean society places on both men and women. And, you know, like it goes all like it's really incredibly fascinating. So, you know, if any of this sounds like interesting to you, I would highly recommend like, you know, checking out those videos and just, I don't know, having them on while you're like, you know, playing a game or cleaning your room or something like that. It's honestly really fascinating. And yeah, this is where I've gotten like a lot of this information from, but it's pretty wild, in all honesty. And you know what's funny? I realize that we've been sitting here for like I don't know, 10-15 minutes on this screen, but whatever, man, whatever. Nikke is a Korean gacha game, but the thing is that apparently, and he mentions this in the part 2 of these videos that I was talking about, he mentions how Nikke, despite the fact that I've played the game on the channel before, you guys have seen it, it is very Nikke is very upfront about, like, you know, putting front and center things that, you know, people of a certain persuasion want to see. But what's really interesting is that apparently, like, the Nikke is actually an example of like one of the more socially and like socially progressive gacha games that have come out of South Korea, particularly in like a feminist sense. I forget how precisely, but he does mention it, and he like looked into it, and he's like, yeah, like out of all the gacha games out there, like this one's honestly kind of like the most woke. So you wouldn't expect that looking at, you know, the jiggling assets of Nikke, but yeah, apparently it's the case, because I guess because you know, it's because all Nikke are women, but all of society treats them like they're inhuman, like monsters, except for you. The thing that makes you different and special is the fact that you think of Nikke as like human beings and treat them like friends or comrades. And so that's like that's the level of like wokeness that you need to achieve in order to be considered like super socially progressive as far as South Korean standards are concerned, which again, that's a pretty low bar to hit. But hey, you know what? I would never have imagined that I would be considered like the best feminist in the room for playing Nikke of all games. I don't know if it was Arknight, but I did hear that their fan base was about to come to their headquarters due to the characters wearing bunny suits. Yeah, I heard something about that too. I can't remember which game it was though. Pretty based, yeah, exactly. And there was this other thing, this other incredibly funny thing where like, so apparently this like hand gesture, apparently this became like this kind of like dog whistle for South Korean men, that if they see this is like they consider this a super offensive hand gesture, because it was like used as the emblem of this group of online feminist trolls, basically in South Korea. And so because of this whole incident where these feminist trolls would troll all these like incels and misogynists, now whenever they see this, they get like super triggered by it. And so whenever there's like a video game where like a character kind of does this hand gesture, they will lose their fucking mind and they will protest the game. They will blast it all over the internet. They will march in the streets demanding the head of someone on a stick for the notion that this showed up in like a game trailer. Even if it's like incidental, even if like for one frame a character's like especially a female character's hand kind of goes like this, kind of goes like this or something like that. Like, you know, if they're like casting a spell or something and their hand goes like whoa, their hand goes like this while they're casting the spell, they'll freeze frame it when their hand does this and be like, oh my god, look, there it is, someone find someone and absolutely destroy them and roast them over hot coals. It's so funny. It's so hilarious. Again, check out these videos from the Moon channel. It's wild. You'll also learn some stuff. It's pretty cool, but yeah, it's super silly. Oh, anywho. Makes me curious about Eastern drama. Dude, like Eastern, like East Asian, like cultural, like history and social relations are very exotic, I will say, is a word that you can use. And I mean, hey, man, I'm like almost 50% Korean. Apparently, I might be like 10% Japanese or something now, I guess. Which, I don't know, man. I'm just a mutt. I am a fucking mutt, and that's fine. But yeah, I'm like majority Korean. So I'm just gonna say I could say whatever the fuck I want about these kooks. Why am I not surprised? What game was that? I wonder. Was this about a month ago? It was I mean, they do it about any game. Literally any game. If a female character's like if their index finger and thumb get like anywhere close to one another, then like they will like just absolutely lose their mind over it. And it only has to be for like 3 frames or something like that. Hey, what's happening, Kai-san? Hope your day is treating you well. You just managed to miss me going on like a 20-minute tangent about South Korean incels. So good stuff. But we're just playing a little bit of Genshin, playing, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue on.
Meeting with Tianquan Ningguang the last time I was in Liyue Harbor? That's what it was about.
Oh yes, I do recall that. Yeah, we're playing a game here, guys. We're doing stuff. We're engaging in the event.
But all I really did was use my network to introduce Lady Ningguang to some interesting people. I'm not sure that quite counts as fostering cooperation.
Wasn't it on Twitter? I think some cute anime girl of some game, I forgot. There was a protest on Twitter about it. It's probably that hand gesture. Yeah, the one, apparently it was like the graphic that Moon Channel, Mooney is what he calls himself. The graphic he kept returning to was like of some pink-haired pink-haired lolly girl, and like, yeah, there was like this one frame where her hand does this, and like apparently this like got plastered all over South Korean social media, all over the fucking news. Like whenever this shit happens, it ends up on the news because of how wild these motherfuckers get. So that might be what it was that you were thinking of.
In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon.
Think they changed the gesture after the protest. Was it Nikke? Holy crap. I imagine it probably wasn't that hard to find anything about it, but I don't think it was Nikke. Apparently Nikke, of all South Korean gacha games, has had like basically no controversies about it. I'm assuming it's because despite the game apparently thematically being the most feminist, Nikke still gives you like the most amount of tits and ass of all the South Korean gacha games. So I guess that's enough. That's enough for the South Korean incels to not really care how like actually feminist the game is, as long as they get to look at jiggling ass cheeks, you know? Oh.
How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
I've also, because of those videos again, I've also come to realize just how, like how huge fucking companies like Samsung and Hyundai actually are. Like, if you think they're big, they're bigger than you actually know inside of South Korea. Like, basically, like, Samsung and Hyundai maybe own like combined like a third of just the country. Just like, it's like they literally control the lives of South Korean citizens. It's kind of nuts. Like, here's the thing. North Korea and South Korea got divided, you know, back during like the Second World War, and essentially the Soviet Union had complete influence over North Korea. The United States had complete influence over South Korea, and both of them kind of ended up becoming like the absolute worst of those two countries. So like the Soviet Union, communist. North Korea arguably became a worse communist state than the Soviet Union. And then the United States, you know, oligarchical capitalist. South Korea became an even worse oligarchical capitalist state than the United States. So it's kind of nuts. It's honestly, like, really check out those videos. They are super fascinating. Let's see. Yeah, sounds awesome.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor.
Yeah, pour in the
We're
rest of
having
my
trouble
tea.
keeping up with demand.
Hold on, Kuching. I'm coming.
We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price.
Nope.
We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Went from Genshin Impact to politics. I mean, we went from Genshin Impact to social to anthropological, sociological issues, then to Genshin, then to I mean, it's not even politics, it's just history.
Toys?
It's just what happened.
They're not exactly toys.
You see, Miss Kuching, that does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
What's wrong with toys?
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now.
Oh, she sounds so
me,
disappointed.
There's so much more than that.
Oh, yeah?
Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, O kite born of paper, flying true and sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found.
What? Are you not gonna finish that? You're not gonna finish the poem? That sounded like it was gonna be a really nice poem, and then you just stopped halfway through. Okay, I guess I gotta finish it for you. O kite born of paper, flying true and sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found. Send them love, send them word, send them homeward bound. Was that so hard, Kuching? Let's see. Can I put up in your world? Well, I'm just doing the event right now, so I don't think there's gonna be a whole lot of time to be doing a whole lot else. What's the channel called? Moon Channel.
In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
Ah.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Let's see. Michelle got me in. I'll just chill in the cutscene. I'm going to. So here's the thing, Kai-san. More you tell me to do something, the more I'm just gonna not do it. So this is gonna be a lesson. This is gonna be a lesson to you. So, yeah.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share.
I will. I'm going to win this war of attrition. I will tell you that right now. I have won. I have been forged in the flames of, one, being a social pariah, and also getting through the pandemic largely with my psyche intact, because the way I was living during the pandemic was basically the way I live all the time. So, yeah.
I also know quite a lot
Come
about
at
the
me,
various
bro.
folk traditions related to kites.
If you think yourself
For
strong.
example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
Found it. Good stuff.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
Hey man, you need a badge? I already have one. I have all 10 badges from the Kanto region, even though there's only 8. Gary and we found a way to get all 10 of the 8 badges.
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship.
Are we really gonna do this?
Told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders.
When did Kuching kind of become like the spokesperson for Liyue? She's just kind of like always the one who's like giving us all the spiel each lantern, right?
First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string.
I'm gonna make a smiley face emoji kite.
Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
I knew you were going to make a Pokemon joke. How? Is it just is there literally just a single millennial brain cell that we all just operate on? The moment we hear badge, we just all think of Pokemon?
Are
God
certain
dang it.
designs associated with certain meanings?
We're so
I'm gonna jot all of
predictable.
this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
Also, something else I've come to learn about Genshin, there's a lot of gay shit in here. like hella gay shit going on in Genshin. It's all coded because the Chinese government, again, despite the fact that China is apparently better than South Korea in terms of social progressivism, obviously still not great. And like they like secret government like meetings have been held about how to restrict expression within media, and they literally had this whole thing. They had this whole thing about like no gays allowed. They always have to be depicted as best friends or as roommates, and also no femboys are allowed at all. And they literally had a giant poster of Venti on the wall in their no homo Chinese government meeting. So yeah, Hoyoverse wants to be gay and do crimes, evidently. So they keep on putting gay shit in, but coding it like really subtly so that they can just keep on doing it, which again, very based. Nah, it was predictable. Yeah, I figure. Where'd that come from? Just some stuff that I've seen recently in regards to Genshin. Yeah, super hella gay around here.
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Oh my god, I need to shave soon. Jesus Christ. I hate this, man. It feels like recently I've had to like shave so much more frequently than I feel I did in the past. Like it literally feels like every like, I don't know, week and a half I'm needing to shave again. Ugh.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Yeah, you bitches just go off and, you know, do your kite shit. We're gonna go and not do that.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while.
Oh my god. What did I tell y'all?
I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate.
It's alright. I've already got Paimon.
The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I just actually thought about that imagery in my head, like after I said it. Just imagining like tying a rope around Paimon and then just like letting her up into the air, being carried off by the wind, and she's just like, ah! It'd be so funny.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
We got it in the bag.
Maybe tone it down a bit, Traveler. What if we don't win?
Oh, we're going to. What the hell are you talking about? Let it grow. Need to see that Kratos beard. No, man. I hate the feel of facial hair on me. It's so itchy. And also, my skin just doesn't seem to agree with facial hair. Like it starts like drying out in certain places, and like sometimes I can get like acne popping up here or there or whatever. I think like facial hair actually like brings up like lots of sebum oils or something up towards like the surface. So like that's why like a lot of like wacky fuckery happens if you grow your facial hair out too long. And yeah, I don't got time to fuck with that, man. So I just keep it all pretty close to the chest there. I have to get used to that baby face. Yeah, I mean, eventually, you know, in like 15 or 20 years, you know, this baby face will finally come in handy, maybe.
It's better to keep a low profile until the competition starts. Then we'll give them a show they never saw coming. Oh, that secret prize is ours.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then!
Goodbye,
Wait,
best
Pepper?
friends.
Take a peek to your right. Do you see those two people lurking over there?
Oh damn! Look, did you see that sort of like sexy turn from Lumi? She's just kind of like, goddamn girl, okay. It'd be really itchy and irritating, or in my case, like tiny bit irritating on the upper lip. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, I wish I could be like good with like growing out a beard. You know, maybe it could look kind of cool, but I would just be dying on the inside every day that I have it.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
I mean, dudes just always kind of stare when, you know, pretty girls just gather together, you know? The Qixing do attract a lot of attention.
Huh. Well, yes, but something's up. Paimon just has a bad feeling. Do you think they could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know?
Jesus!
Foil their plans before they even begin.
Where did she go? What?
You go right, Paimon will go left.
Where the hell? Wait, bro. She's just off to start violence. God dang. All right then. What's your opinion on the two new characters? I like Mama Bird. I like Mama Bird a whole lot. I haven't been able to get gaming though, so it's difficult for me to say anything about him. But he seems like a good boy. He seems like a good boy.
Oh.
Yep, I'm here. What are we doing?
It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime.
What?
Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
Look at that. Just like this little petite blonde girl just like rocks up to you, hands on her hips, with a very blank expression on her face. She's just like, you're just like, well, guess I'm in for it now.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from?
Yo.
You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
Jesus. Look at these guys. Look at these dudes and their little like dyed hair locks. Oh my goodness.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Mooncarver.
Oh, they're Adepti. Oh, bruh, why'd you guys turn yourselves into NPCs? Why didn't you make yourselves hot? You know, like Cloud Retainer or Madam Ping. Well, I mean, you know, not so much anymore, but I mean, you know, back in her day, Madam Ping, she kind of had it going on. I have to imagine they're gonna make Madam Ping like into a playable character, but she's gonna have like her old younger human form, because they wouldn't just give her that design and then just not use it. They know that would make them money. Come on, man. You do me a favor, suggest a song. I need ideas. The Sad Cafe by the Eagles. Yeah, there you go. It's one of my favorite Eagles songs, though.
For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
Hojong?
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
Wow, damn, girl.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Huh. Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a Adepti.
Okay, Paimon, you're making a whole lot of leaps in logic here. You need to slow your roll, baby girl.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
If you really are who you claim to be, perhaps you can prove it.
Right. Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
During the last lantern rite, we gathered at Mount Hulau with Rex Lapis and made use of Cloud Retainer's supreme cuisine machine to prepare bamboo shoot soup. Perhaps you have some recollection?
Supreme cuisine machine? Did she really call it that? You know what? I wouldn't put it past Bird Mama to do that.
The flavor of that soup was more than enough to whet one's appetite. As such, Cloud Retainer assented to my use of the device beyond that singular occasion, providing other recipes to boot. Since then, one has dabbled in the pleasures of the culinary arts whenever time allows.
Dabbled? Upon one's last sojourn to your mountain, did you not immediately attempt to hide the device behind a chunk of amber as soon as one's presence was known?
Did one not speak up on your behalf but a moment ago? This is how you choose to repay that kindness?
I like how they're being like petty little bitches while using this very like overly indulgent and flowery language.
One is simply trying to emphasize the veracity of our claim.
That does not mean you should reveal personal matters so readily. They might think one bears no difference from Cloud Retainer. Forget it. One does not have the breath to waste on such petty trifles.
What's so bad about being like Cloud Retainer? What do you got against Bird Mama, huh? Don't be talking bad about Big Bird. Don't you do it. Don't worry, it was good. All right, good stuff. I ain't surprised Relic suggested that one. It's a good song. It's a good song, man.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you.
Sorry, you were about to haul them off to prison. You're gonna have to do a little bit more than just be like, oopsie daisy, my bad.
But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
Take it as a compliment to the quality of your disguise. Few people will be able to see through it.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Oh, Bird Mama talking about us? Okay.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just, Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor.
Wait, she moved here?
With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
So you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
What?
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition.
Yeah, we've
She
noticed.
holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
Oh, she's showing up being like, what the fuck is this shit? How dare you all?
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke.
Oh my god, she showed up. She showed up and saw, like, all these people making these mechanical kites, you know, making technology, and she was like, oh, hell no. I don't think so. And then she went back into her workshop, and now I can imagine her, like, tinkering around with shit, trying to make, like, this super crazy, awesome-looking kite, and being like, oh, fucking show those humans, little bastards. How dare they think they're better than me? I don't think so.
However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's.
Oh, that must be the little drone that flies around next to you after you use her burst that heals you over time. That must be what she's making right now. Oh my god, she's such a petty brat.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy lantern ride.
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
All right, maybe get some better looking models next time, man. Like, God, like take after Cloud Retainer's example, bros.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble, and it turned out to be people we knew all along.
Yeah, make sure to turn yourselves into K-pop fans to really piss off the South Korean bros.
Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better.
Okay. Let's see here. Where are we going? What's good? Oh, shit. God, I'm...
Welcome! Are the two of you looking to buy a kite? Would you like me to go over the different designs?
I've gotten so used to selecting things with spacebar because of Persona 3 that, like, I'm getting my wires crossed now.
Ooh, a scissor kill swallow, and a butterfly, and oh!
Ah, this Jade Chamber design is our newest. It's been selling like crazy over the past 2 days.
Oh, it's Satsuki again.
Does it also have a unique meaning?
When is she going to become a playable character? She's been, like, the NPC queen for this game since, like, day one. When is she gonna get her day in the sun, man?
Of course. The Jade Chamber symbolizes wealth and abundance. The kite bearing its design is said to bring riches in the future to those who fly it.
Muscle memory, I know that, yeah.
Oh, now that's Paimon's kind of kite.
I apologize for the interruption, but are all your wares in order, Miss Genuine?
Yes, they're just over there. The paper, bamboo, and dyes. All the necessary kite-making materials.
Wonderful. I'll pack them up and get a guard to deliver the goods to Yilong Wharf for you.
Yilong Wharf? Oh, wonder what that place is like during Lantern Rite. Paimon would love to go take a look.
Well, if the two of you are interested in going to Yilong Wharf, then could I trouble you to find Gaming and deliver these goods together?
Is Gaming the guard you just mentioned?
Are you just in the habit of asking random passerbys to, you know, do your work for you? Who the fuck are you?
Yes. The
Longshu
handles shipments and transports around Liyue. He works for the Secure Transport Agency, one of our sub-organizations.
Communications office staff? Yeah, bro. Yeah, don't just ask random people to do your job. It's kind of a bad look, I'm gonna say.
The problem is, many of my colleagues have taken leave during Lantern Rite to spend time with their families. So, our available workforce has seen a dramatic decrease recently.
Oh no, they're having lives. Oh my god, that reminds me. Have you guys seen that like TikTok or YouTube show? I don't know what like where it originated, but it's of like a mom at a barbecue or a cookout or something, and she's calling out to her son, and she's like, "Tell me what you've got. Tell me what it is you've got." And then he's like, "A knife," and then she's like, "No." And then one of the comments on that short was of someone saying, "Manager, show me what it is you got there." Me, "A life." Manager, "No." Just this guy just like sitting here being like, "Oh man, all our employees, like, the holiday is happening, so they're like spending time with their families." Oh, Haven't seen it? Oh man, you should go ahead and check it out. It's literally like 5 seconds long or something. Just look up like a knife like TikTok or short or whatever.
If you were willing to help out, then I could get a head start on my next appointment.
You do seem really pressed for time.
We expect to be compensated, yes.
Of course, of course. Hard work deserves ample rewards. Now, at this time of day, Gaming should be somewhere in the vicinity. Just follow the main road until you see the head of a Wushu dance costume. Should be on your right.
Be sure to come back if you'd like to buy a kite. I'll even give you a discount.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, we'll come back at some point, probably, maybe, most likely never.
Skyward!
Ooh.
Wait, I thought we had an agreement. Loser buys dim sum tomorrow?
Oh my god!
Scowl like that for much longer and your face might stay that way.
Dude, look at this thing! Look at this thing over here! I don't know what it is, but I love it and I want it! Is it like a hovercraft? Dude, I want it. It's so fucking cute, but it's so cool at the same time. Oh man, you know how like a lot of times like characters in like anime will have like elements of both like cute and sexy? This thing has elements of cute and cool. I didn't ever think that could be like a thing, but it is, and it's right there, and I want it.
Hey now, don't be upset. How about this? You extend the invitation, and I'll pay.
Look at this boy. Look at this boy and his fit. God damn.
No way, Gaming. You're always the one picking up the tab. I'm not trying to be a sore loser. I just didn't expect you to come from behind to win like that.
That was nothing. All in a day's work, friend.
Perfect. Gaming is here.
Yeah, like his name is Gaming, but like, bro, it's gaming. His name is Gaming. Come on. But yeah, he's apparently like the newest good boy, and of course I haven't gotten a single copy of him.
Sorry to interrupt, Gaming. We just spoke to a guy from the communications.
Look at his
office.
hair. It's so
He said
cool.
we were some good to Elon Wharf.
He's got like a peekaboo sort of hair coloration going on, but he like tied it up so that you can see both of them at the same time. And is like, dude, his clothes, man.
Oh, it must have been Longzhou. Looks like I've got work. Gotta go.
Sure, go do your thing. Let's have a rematch when you get back. I won't let you win so easily next time.
Alrighty, you can hand the goods over to me. Must have been heavy hauling them all this way. Let me take them off your hands.
It wasn't that bad. It's just some kite-making materials. Plus, we didn't have to walk very far.
Why didn't we just...
Making materials. I see.
What the hell? Dude, he's got a mole on his neck. That's a very interesting little character design element there. You know that's for the ladies. You know that's for the ladies. That's like the bullseye. The bullseye for their for little smooches.
I'm glad it wasn't too much trouble, Paimon. Still, I owe you one. Ah, and you must be the traveler. It's nice to meet you. Thanks for your help.
Huh? You know us?
There probably aren't many in Liyue who don't. I've heard quite a bit about you two. You're quite well known around these parts.
Bruh, it's been like 3 years. Of course, people know us here. We keep coming back. This is the only place that ever has any kind of annual event going on, so of course people know us.
Oh, and please excuse Longzhou if he forgot to thank you. Take my thanks in his place. He's a good guy. He's just been super busy lately, running around from place to place. Don't be too hard on him, yeah?
Yeah, he basically operates like fucking Dollar Tree. You know how people in like Dollar Tree or the 99-cent store shit, like customers will just start like stocking the shelves because the employees there like can't do it themselves because there's only like one employee running the entire store. That's that fucking guy. He's like, hey, please, will you make these deliveries for me? And it's like, I don't work for you, right? It's like, I literally don't care. This shit just needs to get done.
So, you here for Lantern, right?
Yep. It It's always so lively this time of year. We were actually hoping we could tag along to Elong Wharf and have a look around.
Perfect.
Yeah.
We'll go together then. I'm good with directions, so just follow me. Trust me, I know my way around. We can exchange stories, tell jokes, or just chat along the way.
Oh my god, this boy. He's coming off a little strong, but he's so friendly.
Oh, and there are a couple of good places to eat along our route. We can stop and grab a bite when it's time.
He's literally drafting me into his line of work while at the same time trying to slide into my DMs.
The ingredients are fresh, the portions are generous, and the prices won't break the bank. You can order anything, and I promise, you won't be disappointed.
Order anything?
Paimon seems to be drooling already. Oh my god. They actually made her face just go into drool mode.
Hey, did you really have to call Paimon out like that in front of our new friend?
Don't worry, I understand. I joke around like that with my friends, too. It just shows how close you are.
His voice actor sounds like he's just so happy to be there.
Do you need to pack anything up before we hit the road? I can wait.
Nope, our things are always packed and ready. We're pretty much travel experts at this point.
I mean, my name is literally The Traveler, so I would hope so.
Oh, that's right. Then let's get going. If we run into any trouble, you can count on me to protect you. I am a guard, after all.
Listen, bro, I see what you're putting up, but I've already got a pyro claymore bodyguard, and I'm sorry to say, as good of a boy as you might be, she's too sexy for me to, you know, give her position over to anyone, all right? As a matter of fact, oh goodness. Oh boy. Oh, look at Shang Ling and Yao Yao. They're so cute. All right, paper shadows a foraging. What's this? Joyful beasts and their auspices. And then complete the Orioles bask in spring, the heavens present auspices to unlock. Wait, what? Hold on. I want to do that one. I want to do the one with Mama Bird. The Orioles? Huh? Oh, I'm doing it right now. Oh, okay, never mind. Hold on, though. I need to grab... There we go. All right, go to Shenyu Vale with Gumming. All right. Wow. All right. Here we go.
Yeah, skyward!
Oh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there.
Uh-oh.
Wait, get behind me. I'll handle this.
Skyward! Stray clouds converge!
See, look at this. See, she just turns us into Shao. Woo! Hey. There we go. The Oreos are back in spring. Say it as it's so.
Can't go anywhere without running into treasure hoarders, can we?
Yeah, it's not uncommon for deliveries to get intercepted. That's why this job needs guards like us.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your job.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. It's just a hobby. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing?
Bro, he's a dancer. Like, he was custom made to just be husbando bait for all the girlies. I've heard about it, so I don't think so.
Really? Wushu dancing is famous in Chunyu Vale. Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a business or to spread good fortune during a holiday season. But I must admit, it has nothing on the popularity of the Liyue opera. I'm also well aware that people in Liyue Harbor aren't exactly jumping at the chance to watch wushu dancing. so it's not something I do full-time.
Huh? You have 2 jobs? How do you have the energy to do all that?
Oh no, he's on that hustle grind set.
It's not that tiring. You just have to take a rest.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just up ahead.
Oh boy. The power of youth. Terrifying, isn't it? Alright, go to the docks. Oh, hold up now.
Yeah, skyward, scatter!
It's so useful. Gaming walks forward and exchanges a few words with a boatman near the docks. The next thing you know, he's called for everyone to board a bamboo raft. Oh boy.
Finally, we can rest. Ooh, Paimon's shoulders are so stiff.
How is this working?
Her stomach's so empty.
Does Paimon have to like float along with the raft? Or is she just like...
Sorry.
Oh.
Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Leo is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much. Where's Paimon now?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Paimon was finally satisfied and now her poor stomach's empty again.
Aw, would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
That sounds hella delicious.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
Jesus.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
Gaming seems like a real people person. He can get along with anyone, and he treats every person he meets like a close friend. Some people might find that as coming on a little too strong.
She was going to starve to death for a minute there.
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces cakes with a slightly different flavor.
I mean, I would
If you like
imagine
these
so.
ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Gaming would probably make a good streamer.
Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants.
You slowly lose yourself in the beauty of the surrounding scenery. Hey.
Ooh, we're here!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim.
Yeah, don't have me fish you out of the river
Thanks for the
again,
ride,
Paimon.
Uncle Bosu. You take care of yourself now. I'll see you some other time. Okay, follow me. This way is fastest. We'll have to take the elevator up to the secure transport agency.
All right, go to the secure transport agency. Oh boy. Chenyu Adeptee. I see. Hello. Oh, you guys don't actually sell shit? Wait, street food vendor. Hey, what you got? Ooh, recipe for Jadavine tea eggs, Chenyu brew, tea smoked squab. Okay. Give me that. Give me that. And give me that. Fine tea full moon. Tea pastry containing egg yolk. Man. What is this? Oh, it's a chicken. Chenyu brew. Common Liwei tea. Yeah, there we go. All right, good stuff, good stuff.
Scatter! Skyward!
Oh shit, oh the elevator, god dang it. Come back down here. Oh yeah, also, I don't know why, but they've really gotten into the habit of releasing characters who have like tights and just making underneath just like a void of emptiness. I'm not into it.
If you are presently unoccupied, perhaps we could stop a while at one's abode for some repose and conversation.
There we go. Come on. Go. Like they've done this with Chevy, and now they've done it with Bird Mama, and I'm not pleased. I don't approve of this new character design meta. More tea? More tea. Oh yeah. All right. Dude, look at this place. This place is cool. I feel like I kind of like this place even more than just regular Liyue.
Hey, slow down. I'm begging ya.
What?
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
When drinking tea, one should think.
Oh, well, how should I put it?
I don't know.
Come on, spit it out!
Do it now.
Do you see that group of people over there?
Are they your bullies?
Those are my relatives.
Oh.
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family.
Oh.
It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
Then we'll just have to sneak past the... Please tell me we're not doing a stealth section. I'm begging you. Genshin, please stop doing this. Please stop.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go.
Oh. Well, I mean, at least...
Slow and steady wins the race.
Oh, boy. What is this E ability that I have? Do they make the female characters walk slower in order to give them like a more sexy swagger to them?
Here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
Because both Gaming and Lumine are the same height, but Gaming apparently walks faster than her.
She's gone. Let's go.
Yeah, I feel it's because like Lumine has to have more of a slow, graceful, sexy canter to her walk, but Gaming doesn't. So they're just like, what does it matter?
Turn left. Run.
We're running. I was running.
To the right and...
Oh.
Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
We've unfortunately done this kind of thing numbers of times.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
Oh boy.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you could swim in them.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
Swimming in cake? That does sound nice.
Hey, Uncle Jirgwe. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes. Thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Secure Transport Agency has some great Songhua tea stashed around here somewhere. I promise you, one sip and you'll be hooked.
Oh boy.
Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jirgwe. Who would I be if I just sat here and let you go through all this trouble? Leave this to me. I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway. What's a little extra time on my feet? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
But I like me a nice, strong, hearty tea.
You noticed what Paimon likes?
Oh yeah, he's like the perfect boyfriend material. Apparently, this man is going to take over.
How long have you two known Gaming?
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Ylang Wharf.
Yep, this is just what we do.
He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends, you know, just like that.
Yep, we just kind of get dragged along into shit. Even though we're off trying to do something else, some things just happen. God, that just reminds me, like, today, I was just driving along. I was going to, like, drop off my recyclables, and then there was a dog. It was just a dog, like walking down the street against traffic, and I was like, what the fuck? And I pulled off the road, and I ran. I had to, like, by the time I managed to pull off to the side of the road where I could park my car, and the dog was already, like, maybe a full city block away, so I had to, like, run after him. And then once I caught up to him, I was trying to lure the dog over to me so they wouldn't get run over, and he just wasn't stopping. Like, he was just, like, looking at me, and then he would just look back and just keep on walking, and he just never stopped. Not for anybody, not for anything, especially any cars. So I was like, this is not good. So I tried so hard to, like, get him to come over to me, but he just wouldn't. And then finally he just walked right through a major intersection, and I was like, well, I can't. So then I had to run a full city block back to my car, and then I had to, like, find the number to call for, like, animal control and, like, you know, let them know which direction he went in. So I'm just hoping he's all good now, because yeah, that was not good. It was not good.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really knows how to look after his own. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were hurting due to the rain.
Oh, he's got that rheumatism.
Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him? I mean, there is his dad, but, well, ask anyone else.
Hey, yo.
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwei? Should I go ahead and deliver it instead?
It feels like we've troubled you enough already.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Ring. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
A refreshing aroma and lingering aftertaste of the Sunglo tea invigorates your spirits.
All right, then. Deliver it if you want to.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Shinya Kiosk? My treat, and don't even think about trying to pay.
Dim sum nuts.
Whoa, that's way too generous of you.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help. Besides, the thing between me and my family, it's a long story. It might take some time to tell.
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
See you at Shinya Kiosk,
All right,
then
I'm off. See you in 2 days. Oh, and Paimon, make sure not to eat too much before then. Don't say I didn't warn you.
God damn. He's already clowning on her.
She's just gonna have to show him how much she can really eat.
Okay, then.
Anyway, is Gaming's family situation really that complicated? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's an enthusiastic and diligent worker. It's hard to imagine a guy like that being troubled by much.
Yes, Paimon, have you met my friend Robin Williams? Oh no, you can't! Because of certain things like this.
How should I put it? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like me to add my 2 cents. You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common.
Yeah, sure, let's go with that.
Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor to me.
I'll try. You know what? That just reminded me. Like, isn't Lumine like 1,000 years old or some shit? And yet, like, nobody has an issue. Nobody has an issue like shipping her with any of like someone like Child, who's, I don't know, maybe like 24 or something. Like, isn't that weird? No, you know, if she was a man, probably, but it's
At the time, maybe you can make a little flag for us to wave about. It can say, "We provide aid in spades." Couldn't hurt to advertise our services, right?
Well, I can certainly arrange that. Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Oh yeah, have it say something about wanting to cancel Hoyoverse, but make the text about canceling them too small, but make the Hoyoverse logo really big and prominent so that everyone just thinks it's advertising for them.
Wait, seriously? Paimon was just joking. If you're going to get us something, she'd much rather have wintermelon cake instead.
Bruh.
Seems like Gaming really has rubbed off on you. Would you like some more tea? I think there's some left.
No thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten a chance to look around the wharf.
Nah, all the tea's gone, unfortunately.
We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have ones you can't find in Liyue Harbor.
That's not a bad idea.
All right then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea. You're welcome to stay as long as you like.
Where is Bird Mama? That is who I am most concerned about here. Walk around the wharf. All right, I guess we're gonna do that.
Skyward! Scatter!
Huzzah! Oh, come on.
What are you doing here?
There she is!
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence.
Wait a second. Did I miss like the first portion of being able to meet her in her human form? Greetings, Cloud Rotator. Cloud Rotator, one of the mighty and illuminated adepti who is Shania is passionate about culinary delicacies and delights in delving into mechanisms and engineering. Though she claims not to enjoy social interaction, she has extensive connections. Alas, it is rather unlikely that normal folk interacting with her would ever link this jocular and enthusiastic woman with the legendary adeptus who would marshal the winds to deliver the clouds.
Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff already, huh? Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here? And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no consequence to oneself.
Of course.
Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment? Or perhaps even fall to petty sulking over such?
A little bit, yeah.
It's not that we think those things exactly. That's just what Mountain Shaper and Mooncarver told us. Or Tia something and Ho... Paimon can't be bothered to remember what their aliases were called. Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor to look for you. They even asked us to pass along their regards if we ran into you.
Is that so?
Tianyin?
Did she forget about them? Do you know who we're talking about?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival in Liyue Harbor. How could one have forgotten about those two old fossils? One shall have to bring them back some divine herbs to atone for this slight. Nay, given that one has ventured all this way to Yilong Wharf, tea would be more advisable.
Would have been funny if Paimon went, and what are those curvy hips? What are those curvy hips or thighs? Are you that lonely after all these years? Is that what you thought she was going?
A great thought has illuminated one's mind once again. One is reminded that certain purchases have yet to be made.
Wait, I wanna see like when we first meet her in her human form.
Perhaps you two could wait here whilst one performs this task. It'll be but a moment.
Hey, yo, wait, man. Oh.
Huh? Wait, here? You really just gonna ditch us here to watch your stuff? Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants.
Let me go see what she's up to. I'll leave the stuff watching to you.
Hey, not you too, Traveler! Oh, all this of his stuff.
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only sell teas of the finest quality, sourced directly from Chaoying Village. Might I recommend the Sunglo variety? It's one of our specialties.
Now, that sounds promising. One will bring some back for those old fossils, and all will be well.
2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special Lantern Rite promotion. Buy 3 boxes, get 10% off. 4 boxes will net you 20% off.
Don't fall for it, girl. Don't do it.
20%.
No, don't do it.
Boxes. This merchant strikes a fair bargain.
Don't.
One might as well give some to Morax and Ping too.
Oh boy.
Then 4 shall suffice.
Bruh.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? If so, perhaps I can interest you in these exquisite gift sets. Buy 10, get half off.
Oh no! She's getting taken for a ride just like actual old people.
Look at the magnificent design, and the red ribbon gives quite the festive flair, don't you think? Such a gift would be sure to impress any lucky friend or family member.
Oh no.
10 boxes. Seems rather excessive. But if one factors in the Conqueror of Demons and one's disciples...
Oh, Jesus.
10, a nice round number, don't you think? Of course you do. I'll even shave a little extra off the price for you.
Don't.
That is agreeable. One will... I will have these boxed up then.
Of course, right away.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items.
Oh, she's been marked.
Perhaps some of my wares might also be of interest to you.
Oh, no.
I'm a toy merchant from Fontaine. You'll get nothing but the finest and most intricate clockwork toys Mora can buy here. Each one sure to be a source of endless amusement.
Bruh, this is elder abuse. Don't do it.
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Oh, okay. Okay, is this because these products are more in her wheelhouse? Is she gonna be like, oh, ho, 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 you think you're hot shit, do you?
Well, that is, of course, best understood by playing with them yourself. If you could wait just a moment, I can bring one out and give you a demonstration.
Huh? What's happening here?
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Girl, Mama, please.
Ah, of course. Here you go.
Oh my god.
The instruction manual is...
I can do without. Thank you. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical toy such as this, a child's plaything no less, it would only invite scandal.
Oh man, if they didn't put the "a child's plaything no less" sentence in there, this statement could have been interpreted as a little sus.
There is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
Oh boy. I should head back before Shan Yun notices. We're not gonna try and stop her from getting scammed? Okay.
Oh, Xianyun, did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculties.
It seems like Shan Yun is easily swayed into buying things. That box looks fit to burst already.
And you too? Are you not here to purchase things?
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf, but it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
Yeah, we were just here to try and find that fine ass.
Participate in the kite flying competition then?
Also?
One means to say, you along with all the other youths.
You and everybody's grandma.
One has been entreated to share one's kite-making expertise, and indeed, there was little one could do about such persistent supplication. One moment energetic and earnest, and dejected the next. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests, and thus, one will be organizing a kite-making workshop to provide personal instruction in this art form.
Say what? You're starting up a what? Okay.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Aha. Wait, who? Who the fuck is Shuyu?
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xianyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition.
Oh my god.
You can't just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
They give Paimon so many, like, nuanced expressions now. Did you see that fucking little, like, sassy eyebrow? Man.
Ha! You speak of those equipped with the mechanical lifting device, do you not? 'Tis nothing but a crude piece of mortal machinery. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia of meticulous study. Let us not speak of the source of the mechanism's power, but rather its structure.
Oh boy, I sense an incoming mucho texto.
It is composed of materials as light as bamboo and as strong as iron.
Oh boy.
This composition grants it the lightness of weight to ascend into the sky and the durability to follow the wind for many a mile. It is built with a series of intersecting rods that... Never mind. It is unlikely the two of you will understand, even should one expend the effort to explain. One is better off saving one's breath.
Hey yo, you don't have to say it so insultingly.
It sure seems like you want to talk about it, though.
So, will you be attending the workshop or not?
Oh, look at her. She's like, she's like, so, are you gonna come or not? What?
Huh? Wait, you've been trying to invite us this entire time?
Seems interesting.
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all sorted. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting you around midday.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guide to help you with that big box of yours?
Surely you jest. One goes as one pleases. For what reason would one need to rely on another?
Oh, and she's off. With her fucking, like, that reminds me of, like...
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
That reminds me of Halloween Town with the grandma who had, like, her little floating bag.
One calls it the floating toting device.
Oh.
Huh. She seems pretty proud of that one. Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident. But everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind. But anyway, that box of hers seems to be full of those mechanical lifty thingamabobs. Not that Paimon was peeking or anything. She got a bit unsteady for a second and accidentally brushed the embroidery on top.
Bruh, you can't just go rummaging through people's luggage.
And wouldn't you know it, all the stuff inside almost came bursting out. Paimon even went out of her way to keep it all together.
What will I do about you?
All Paimon say is that Xianyun sure does try hard to save face. What did she call it again? A crude piece of mortal machinery? Paimon bets she just can't wait to take it apart and see how it's made.
That does sound like something she would do.
Totally. We should probably act like we didn't see anything, though. You know, in consideration of her feelings and all. After all, that is
And not because you don't want to get in trouble.
with which one should comport oneself. When it comes to an elder, right?
Seriously, Cloud Retainer is hot? Yeah, I could have told you that as well. Okay, there we go. All right, I need to figure out which thing is like the first time we actually meet her in her human form. All right, give me 1 second though. I am going to go to the bathroom real quick and then I'll be right back. Thank y'all for weighing.
The secrets
Okay,
of the
let me
mechanical arts are too...
let me see here. Okay. So hold on. On first arriving, Shay, you were asked by the Adeptus Fujin to help investigate imbalances. Blah 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 blah. Catherine, Children of the Forest. Yeah, so where's the one where we just as you pass by a lane in Yilong Wharf, a sincere storyteller's disciple approaches you and narrates a tale intimately related to you both. Where's the first time we actually like come across her in her human form?
Found to convey in a few simple...
Is it... Hold on. Iridescent cloud striding. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, and then what's this over here? So we did that. In order to thank you for your help, Gaming proposes to invite you to the kiosk. Okay. So yeah, when is the first time we actually meet her in her oh, it must be this one. Well, wait, this is just her story quest, right? Or were we supposed to do this one first? Paimon has the sudden yearning for the quirky stories told by Cloud Retainer. Is this actually it? Okay, let's just peek in and see how this starts off, because I just want to see.
I've been to so many places lately. What do you say we take a day off from adventuring and just find somewhere nice to relax? Let Paimon think. Where are some nice places we could go? Oh, why don't we pay Cloud Retainer a visit at Mount Elsong? It's been a while since we last saw that illuminated bird. She's always the one popping up out of nowhere and scaring us half to death. So let's surprise her this time.
Okay, yeah, this has got to be it.
Here we are, right outside her place. Do you still remember the first time we came here? We even brought offerings and everything.
That was a ways back.
When we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be impossible to get along with. But now that we've spent some more time together, she's really not like that at all. We probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right? Still, Paimon's got some snacks around here somewhere, so if she really wants something, we can just use that. Huh? Traveler, did something catch your eye?
Don't think we've ever seen her before.
Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer?
Aha, yeah, here we go. Seems like she could also be a powerful Adeptus.
Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. As expected of that bird lady, really. She must have a whole bunch of Adepti friends from all over the country. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association, right? Want to go up to her and say hello?
Who knew you were such a social butterfly?
Helping you make more connections is a part of Paimon's job as your reliable guide. Paimon's got this.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't ever talk unless it's like uber super important, so, you know, Paimon's got to pick up the slack.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Oh, what was that? And this is the Traveler. What does that remind me of? It reminds me of some kind of song, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. What is this? Are we actually getting like tongue-tied because of how hot she is? We're like, yeah, I mean, you come here often? Just say everything in a nice even tone.
Paimon doesn't don't think we've met, but we're also friends of Cloud Retainer. May we have the pleasure of learning your name, Madam Adeptus?
Oh my god, we are so fucking, like, down bad right now.
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has this shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Tomfoolery.
Wait, you're...
Cloud Retainer? Pog?
Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human! How did that happen?
You look hot! What happened?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging now because?
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. In fact, Paimon can think of several examples. Like last year, when you suddenly appeared on the top of a roof without any warning. Or...
It feels like Cloud Retainer has her reasons, but doesn't want to discuss them too openly. I almost forgot. Paimon brought you some gifts.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
Cloud Retainer tries but fails to look indifferent as Paimon begrudgingly takes out her snacks.
Well, this is all Paimon's got. You don't mind, right?
One has never found oneself lacking in basic comforts. On the contrary, it is the gesture that one values above all else. So long as you've shown proper respect and consideration, the quantity or quality of the gift is but a trivial matter.
Aha!
That kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep them for herself. Anyway, where were we before you reminded Paimon about the gifts?
Cloud Retainer said she's going to visit some of her disciples, the sleepies.
So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while since we last saw them. Maybe we can come too.
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. Shenhe and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here. You have cause to seek one's company?
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing.
Aww.
We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that so? If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yue High Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Sounds great! Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor!
Okay, so we're gonna bring their mom in to see them at work. Good stuff.
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. One can count on one talon the number of times she returns to Mount Altsong each year. Shenhe has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if their living conditions are satisfactory.
Oh my god. She's such a mom. Holy shit. Alright, I just wanted to hear, like, what she was gonna bitch about on the way there. Let's get our asses over there.
In this era of fair wind... Yeah! Scatter!
Alright, baby girls. Mama's incoming. You better prepare your asses.
We're almost at Yue High Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this?
Maybe.
Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go?
Oh boy. She's back there.
Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
But why? Isn't it better if we all go together?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Fair enough. Makes sense. All right, then. We'll just pass on your regards and...
Cloud Retainer?
Oh, shit. Busted.
Oh. Busted.
Ah.
Is that lady someone you know, Ms. Ganyu?
She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but could we delay the upcoming meeting for a little bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full. Although, perhaps I could move some work to later in the evening.
I've come to really like Ganyu's voice actress. She's apparently a theory crafter. Like, she's one of those like meta crafting people who like actually comes up with like strats for the game. It's pretty cool. And apparently she was also primarily a developer, a game developer before she became a voice actor. I think she worked on like Dead Space, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember specifically, but I think she worked on like horror games before she became like a voice actor.
Oh, not to worry, Miss Ganyu. I'll make the necessary arrangements right away.
Never knew that. Yeah, and she streams as well. I don't know if she still does it, but last time I checked, she was.
Thank you, Huixin.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's been a while, Ganyu.
Speaking of Genshin voice actors, I think they've basically like infected like Persona, because I can tell that like Akihiko is voiced by Sino, Mitsuru is voiced by oh shit, Beidou, and Fuka is voiced by Sucrose. So yeah, it's just all the Genshin VAs are just they're the new hotness on the block.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
She's like standing there in the middle of the fucking courtyard trying to like pretend people can't see her.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak.
What?
One is simply a mere mortal passerby.
Girl, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to accomplish here?
Huh?
She's like, what?
Seems she's not buying it.
Ganyu saw right through her.
That was but a simple test.
Uh-huh.
One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other form.
Ganyu looks totally bewildered. She's thinking, why wouldn't I recognize you? I used to see you every day. How bad do you think my memory is? Lumine apparently has exquisite mental insights.
But recognizing you is, my responsibility as your disciple.
Cloud Retainer is going to pull the Wizard of Oz. Pay no attention to that ultra-hot person behind the curtains. It would be one thing if she was actually behind a curtain, but she's just literally standing there out in the open. She's like, pay no attention to that beautiful woman just standing there in the middle of the courtyard.
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business.
Oh my god.
One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Trying to pass it off. It's like, oh yeah, I was like up to something like really important, but you know, I had some time in my schedule, so I figured, you know, I'll stop by, see how you're doing, you know, making sure you're eating well, you know. I just happened to have a fully prepared and piping hot boxed lunch ready to go, you know, your favorite from when you were a tiny little baby. It was just a spur of the moment kind of thing, but really, you know.
Paimon wasn't aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right! We've still got something super important to do, so we can't stay here for too long today.
Oh, is that so? But it's been so long since we last saw each other.
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today. A more involved reunion should wait until you find yourself less occupied.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest. Though Adepti blood flows through your veins, excessive exhaustion will still cause grave harm to your body. It still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent. When you were young, you oft begged one to cuddle you to sleep when you suffered from nightmares.
Oh, that's so cute. And then, like, look at Ganyu. Look at her face. Is she actually blushing? She's got, like, her head down with these big puppy dog eyes and, like, blush on her cheeks. That's adorable, man. Oh, that reminds me, we still never got to see Ganyu's baby pictures. I wanted to see Ganyu's baby pictures. Man.
Cloud Retainer, stop!
Oh.
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will refrain from going into each and every story. Why don't you continue your conversation? One shall simply stand by and listen.
You discussed some of your recent adventures with Ganyu.
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please just come find me at Yue High Pavilion.
Yeah.
Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown, Cloud Retainer is surely too recognizable as a name.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything, but that famous?
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible. Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be ignored. From this point on, when in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Shenyun.
Shenyun?
Shenyun?
I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion.
Of course!
An Adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the moon. They were enlightened and wise, free and unfettered. The writer referenced Master's name to describe her carefree and spontaneous nature.
Oh, that sounds super cool! Paimon feels like only the most powerful of Adepti could rise with the clouds and rest with the moon.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Oh, snap.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
I mean, I haven't leveled her all the way, so not quite yet.
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
Not exactly.
Paimon looked away in embarrassment.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts.
Ooh, that's a way to kind of get back at her. Ganyu can tell us of Cloud Retainer's past exploits and tell us about how much of a badass she was.
It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes, while others spent day and night praying to the Adepti. Although I did not live through such tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to gain a visceral understanding of all the pain and desperation during that time. On top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land.
Oh, Jesus.
If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren wasteland today.
Damn, mommy.
The books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds. Immediately, the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens. Drought and plague were both driven away, and the people were saved.
Yo.
That's incredible!
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely what one ought, and even if one had not interceded, The other adept I would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before. You're not too mad, are you?
How laughable. A name is but a simple label we carry with us on our journey through the world. Why would one be offended by such a trivial matter?
That's a relief. In that case, Paimon will continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her workplace? And what, pray tell, of her monthly remuneration? Moreover, does she find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Rite?
Oh my god.
That is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer.
Does she eat right?
introduced Shenhe to her employer personally.
Has she gotten herself a boyfriend?
Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So, with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Shangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
She's working at a restaurant? Oh no, that is the worst place for someone that suppresses psychotic tendencies.
I see. Most excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Shangling is kind and astute, while her father is loyal and reliable. One has no cause to believe that they will make Shenhe's work difficult.
But she's still working in the service industry, so you can't say anything about the customers that come in.
Now, it is almost time to partake in the victuals of noon. One shall visit Wanmin Restaurant in person and see how Shenhe is doing.
Huh? But didn't you just say that you had something important to do?
Ayo!
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future. One is certain the opportunity shall present itself most readily.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon, I'll see you some other time.
See you around, Ganyu!
Alright.
Paimon has never had dim sum at Shinue Kiosk before.
Time to go see daughter number 2.
Sure. Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gami. Let's go!
Let's make it happen. What's up? What's up? Oh. And
Skyward! Scatter!
could have just teleported there, but hey, you know how it be. It's all good in the neighborhood. Alright, Shenhe. Swiggity swooty, coming for that massive booty. Uh-huh. She looks so out of place.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady.
Oh, Lord.
I'm far more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes. Hey, how about you ask her?
Oh,
you
boy.
do it.
No. I think you should. Wait, she's coming.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be willing to...
What would you like to order?
Oh.
2 servings of Mora meat to go. Good chat. Bye.
Mora meat? All right, good show, girl.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Girl!
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is?
This is Miss Xinyun.
Oh, does she not know Cloud Retainer's human form? I see. Oh, never mind.
Huh?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such ease?
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
Dang.
You...
Oh.
Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
And check out the great food, too!
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
You know, I forgot just how criminal Shenhe's default outfit also is. It's so good. Oh. Anywho.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler in Paimon. Are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. So, I've got things covered for now. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
All right. Oh, sit and chat. Okay. Oh, there's a backside over here. I never even really knew.
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Just aggressively assert dominance and ask for their order.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them, you mean...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
I love it. I love just how straightforward it is. It's like, first, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. Oh, man. Yeah, you always forget. She's apparently just always constantly just wanting to murder people. Like, I think we forget she's supposed to be like a complete and utter psychopath. Like, she would just like murder everyone who crosses her path if it wasn't for like all these like red ropes on her outfit, which makes me think, where are her fucking psycho inhibitors on her fancy dress?
Oh, how should Paimon put this?
Sounds reasonable enough, does it? I mean, listen, okay, if you're pulling this shit on like all the Karens, I'm all for it, but I mean, still.
Oh, a sensible plan.
Sure.
One is gladdened to see you integrate so well into human society.
And you, Master? How have you been?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking.
I see. Oh, just as expected of Master.
What she means to say is she actually misses the two of you a lot.
I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with Chef Mao about taking some time off soon to visit Master.
Aw.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future. There's hardly a need to keep one in suspense.
She's such a fucking mom. Oh my god.
Whoa, her mood shot up just like that.
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had the chance to visit Ganyu?
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work. There was time only to exchange a few simple pleasantries.
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name. It was amazing. We never knew how powerful she was before.
I see. In that case, allow me to also share a story about Master's past.
Do it.
Oh?
Is that a problem, Master? I believe this to be a good topic of conversation.
Yeah.
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter. Please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a natural edge in such a contest. In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race. Mooncarver accepted, only to find Master with a brand new device on the day of the contest.
Was the device able to make her fly?
Huh. What kind of device was it?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, an electro-powered bicycle?
Oh, we have those too!
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. It need only be infused with adeptal energy, and it can cover thousands of miles in one day.
God damn. What is with her and these names for these things? The bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. What the fuck? It's so good. It's like she's so grandiose and like tall and proud, but then like the names for her inventions are like a fucking 14-year-old came up with them.
Oh, it boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a contest of locomotion. Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up. Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory, when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch. Truly a most unfortunate turn of events. Anyway, do go on, Shenhe.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so? Huh. With you gone, one has seldom felt the desire to call upon those old fossils for another contest. What is a race without spectators, after all?
Have you been lonely, Master?
Dang.
Lonely? Huh. At one's age, entire human generations come and go in the blink of an eye. Even one's own self-directed musings can span several days and nights. 'Tis a most foreign sentiment. The mere mention of it is preposterous.
Of course, she's hella lonely.
What is the reason for that look upon your face?
It's nothing. It's just... Well, Paimon gained a lot of respect for you after listening to that story of you summoning the rain and everything. But all it took was a few words out of your mouth, and it's like you're back to being that illuminated bird again.
Yeah. Yeah, she definitely put enough Paimon sass into it.
I was just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud Retainer?
They're both the real Cloud Retainer.
To me, they are both, Master.
Yeah.
One is the Master that's widely revered by the people, while the other is the Master that I respect and adore.
Aww.
Huh. One finds oneself exalted yet again with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. You chose to exalt one with your words, yet you refuse to grace Mount Outsong with your presence for any extended period of time. One would almost question the sincerity of your estimation.
Yeah, what a fucking mom. She's like, oh yes, you talk about me so fondly, but you never visit, do you? When are you gonna visit? Why don't you visit more often? I shouldn't go into like this like faux like New York overbearing Jewish like mom or aunt voice or whatever, but it's just whenever I like think about like an overbearing parent trying to, you know, just like directly or indirectly kind of insinuate that their children aren't like giving them enough attention or respect or affection, I always think of like Jon Stewart and the way he'll do like the voices where he's like your cousin invented Notre Dame. I don't know why you don't visit me more often.
This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture. One has always lived by a single ideal. Eschew all action and abide by no rule.
Oh.
One does as one pleases and speaks as one pleases. Others may critique or praise as they see fit, yet one places little weight in such judgments.
She got like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple, and it's as if her ego is about to burst.
Yeah.
Do you have any empty tables?
Oh boy.
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
Oh, shucky ducky.
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Alright, good luck with the lunchtime rush, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. I'll try my best.
Just like that. Paimon takes the opportunity to order. What?
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
I can't believe this. We're adding work for Shenhe on top of it all. Man, can you eat this kind of food, Cloud Retainer?
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights in a multitude of flavors. The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill. Their unique flavor profile has left one more than satisfied. In fact, one has been struck by quite the fit of inspiration. One has already begun to conceptualize the next generation of supreme cuisine machines.
I like how they so proudly close up on all these like super low textured like surfaces and items in the world, despite the fact that they know they look like shit.
Everything's so tasty. A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny?
Doll.
But it smells so delightful. Can we really not eat here? My poor legs can't go on for much longer.
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a table.
Okay, I'll ask around.
Oh, here we go.
Excuse me, would you mind letting us share a table with you? There are no empty tables left, so...
Ah, well, Paimon doesn't mind. What about you guys?
All right, let's do it. As long as you don't mind our chatter.
Great! Thanks so much. My name is Shuyu, and this is my granny, Yuendai.
Oh, you're Shuyu. Wait, you're gonna attend Mama Bird's whole hardware workshop?
Granny?
Yep. Is there something wrong with that?
No, Paimon's just a bit surprised. She looks so young.
She does look a little on the, like, she does look like she's a younger NPC model.
Yeah, a lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much older than she appears.
Dang. Oh. This game recognizes game.
Granny, why don't you take a seat? Come on, it's not polite to stare.
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
'Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order for you.
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. I was like, she was probably among the village that nearly, died from a drought.
No, not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms on the menu.
Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Do people actually eat that?
Can't hurt to ask?
Right,
Question mark?
that's what Paimon was thinking too. Need any help?
Help? Oh, do you mean with Granny? Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time. She's always saying things that sound kinda confusing.
Dang.
Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so bad lately that I even have to remind her who I am every morning.
Damn, so dementia confirmed in the Genshin universe. That's rough, buddy.
They died young. It's just me and Granny now.
Oh, that's really rough, buddy.
Oh, but it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot, and I love her a lot too. Sure, it's hard at times, but you just gotta make the best of the life you've got.
My God, that's a really good girl.
Wow, you're really tough for your age, kid.
You're too kind.
And me? Oh, what about me?
Oh.
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle. And you're always there for me.
Except when you don't remember who I am, and then you try and throw me out of the house.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. Wait, what was that really important thing again? Ah, I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream where everything was dark. Someone was standing in front of me. She told me to come and find her, and that once I'd found her, I would be free.
I like how Shenhe's she's got like her chin raised up, like she's, you know, constantly trying to like look down look down at whoever she's looking at.
Huh? That sounds super important. But how come you've never told me about it before?
It was just a dream, so I forgot about it. But I'm in a good mood now, and somehow I remembered it again. You know, I believe I've had this dream a great many times. But just how many times have I had it? Now that I do not remember.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Oh, does that mean you're possessed?
Ayo.
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear and her breathing remains calm and level. One sees no signs of possession.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one not an adept? Am I not an expert?
Huh, you're right. Paimon almost forgot you're the expert. In that case, do you still remember what the person in your dreams looked like, Granny?
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she looked rather like me. But not as I am now. My younger self.
A younger version of Granny?
This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
As one said, fate must have brought us together. You may leave this situation to me.
I wonder if Cloud Retainer might have based her human form based on this woman's like appearance when she was younger, maybe?
Are you sure? So what are your names?
Paimon's Paimon.
I'm the Traveler.
Just Shenyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But first, I'm sorry for asking, but, how do you want us to pay you back?
For what?
Oh, we don't need any payment for this.
What did we do? We didn't do anything. We're just curious about your situation and want to help if we can.
Thank you so much.
Aw.
You're welcome. But Miss Shenyun, what exactly can we do to help out this granny?
This granny.
All we have to go off is that dream. Where do we start?
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her youth. Once we have revisited those places, her memories will likely return.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like a plan. So, Granny, do you remember which places you went to when you were young?
That's a very non-NPC headpiece that she's got right there. That's definitely gonna come into play. And it definitely looks like it fits in with Cloud Retainer's whole, like, aesthetic that she has going on.
Why, of course I do. The heavens above, the earth below, the wispy clouds, and the emerald mountain streams.
Okay, taking that as a no.
I might have an idea.
Taking that as a no. I like how she said that.
Once, when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster.
Hey, yo.
If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books or something.
A martial arts heroine? Oh, Shinjo knows tons about Liyue's chivalric traditions. If anyone knows about the heroes of the past, it's him. Let's go find field.
Are you leaving already? But I'm still hungry.
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing on the menu you especially want, I'll just get a few different things.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Oh, Madam Ping.
Streetward Rambler? Oh, you mean Madam Ping!
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
All right then. Well, that was all that. Oh.
Where are you going, Granny? Don't you like the food?
Fresh milk. I need to buy you some fresh milk.
Milk? Why?
Milk?
You need to drink milk before eating, or the spicy food will make you cry. Hush, little one. Don't cry.
I think you want to drink milk after you've eaten the spicy.
Granny, you're forgetting things again. I'm not a little baby anymore. I can eat spicy food now. Even the super spicy dishes, like their fish stew. I can eat 2 whole bowls, no problem.
Wonderful. Oh, wonderful. My darling granddaughter is all grown up.
Well. Alrighty then. Well, I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here for tonight. We went a little bit overboard, or a little bit overtime, because last couple streams were a little bit on the shorter side. Plus, I wanted to see more of Cloud Retainer's whole thing that she's got going on here, particularly when we first meet up with her in her human form. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna be doing like the rest of Lantern Rite like off stream, because like then by next week it'll be over and done with. So you know, at least like some of the activities that you do to gather up materials and earn rewards and whatnot, maybe we'll do some of the I'll probably do some of the story on stream maybe, but yeah, be playing it off stream for the most part then. So all right, that's gonna do it for me for tonight. I want to thank anyone that stopped in to check out the stream, even for a minute or two. Always appreciate it. No stream tomorrow, but on Tuesday we'll be playing some more Red Dead, so go ahead and follow my socials or subscribe if you want to know when the stream goes live. But that's gonna do it for me. So with that being said, I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, or a good morning, wherever it might be for you. Hope you all have yourselves a good Monday tomorrow, and with any luck, I will see y'all on Tuesday. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.